Alright, now we're back to the kneeling position here where we're trying to get this cut out in the back. So it goes in pretty far, and as we're working our way towards the one side, the right and the left, and it comes down a little bit here like so. Actually, I'm sorry, it comes all the way around to here. Let's do that. This can be a little tough to do. You just take your time with cutting it out. Alright, just like so. We're going to go the same way over here. We're going to cut this out over here. You want to be careful not to crack too much, push too much pressure that you're going to chip everything out. We're okay there because we're just starting it and we can clean that up, but you want to be real careful. And this takes a little bit of strength in your hands to do this. Alright, that's good. We're going to trim that off a little bit. And this, we're going to bring this down a little bit. Scoop this out a little further underneath this hat here. I'm going to bring this down just a tad. There we go. There we go. That's good. Alright, so that's pretty well how you need to get them to kneel like that. So we're going to bring this up a little bit. Have this coming down as an angle here. So when you look from the back of it, this should come down a little further. Okay. Same thing over here. This should come down a little further. Alright. The other thing, we're going to kind of trim this off a little bit. Round this off on the bottom. Just a tad here. Get rid of that point there in the center. Try not to have a lot of points everywhere. That does help to make it look like a smoother transition. If it's all pointed like that, like this, it doesn't look like a natural sitting position. Okay, there you go. Same thing over here. We're gonna bring that up. In fact, I'm going to bring that up. I'm trying to take a look at how we did Mary's there. Yeah, we're going to bring this up. We're going to just have a little bit of a curvature going up, okay? Just a little bit. Just like so, alright? So I think that I did this one already a little bit like that. You're constantly looking at it and assessing it when you carve, that's the whole point. You're looking at what you need to trim off, what you need to round, what you need to make deeper. Okay, now, this definitely has to be deeper underneath the arm. So we're going to redefine that line a little bit more, and we're going to cut up underneath there a little bit more. Okay, so see the size? That will look pretty good once we get that all figured out here. Alright, again, going back to the hat, we're going to trim a little more of that off. It's a little bit too thick for my liking, too wide. It's not as long as the other. You can make it as long as you want. If you want it draping over the back end of him, you can do that. That would be very interesting too, have this come down. all the way down to here and have it scooped up, that would look kind of nice too. But you know, there's a lot of variations you can do with this. And okay, something's not right with it. No wonder. Something's not even here. Alright. Alright, now we're going to just start trimming this up to more of a point. Alright, now before we go further with that, let's continue with the hat a little bit. We have a little band going around his hat there, and what we're going to do is we're going to define that a little bit more. So we're going to just bring this down a little bit. And whoops, and not overly, that's maybe too far. Let's see where it comes over to the other side. Alright, and then we're going to have another line right about there following that. So you can make that as wide as you like, but not too wide, and we'll make it into a rope look. So we did a shepherd, we did a praying Mary, and we're getting this done, and then I'll do Jesus in a manger. And so I haven't figured that one out yet. I need to do a little bit of research just to see what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bottom part of this rope, the first line we put on here. We're going to go all the way around. I'm going to lay this down while I'm cutting it just to make it a little bit safer. I find that I've cut myself more in the past when things are rounded than when they're flat. And so just take your time with doing this. And you want to cut from the bottom up. Alright? You want to cut from the bottom up. Put that second line in a second. Once you get this established, you don't want to push too hard because you don't want to cut into that rope portion that we're trying to create. Alright. You notice here it's giving a little bit more of a lip there for the hat. Hey, we'll be right back. I see my time's running out.